For decades, scientists told us Mars was dead. A frozen, barren wasteland. No heat, no movement, no life. Just rust-colored rock and silence stretching across an entire planet. But in 2025, something changed that story forever. Beneath the southern ice caps of Mars, hidden from sunlight, hidden from satellites, hidden from everything we thought we knew, liquid water is flowing right now. And the implications? They don't just change Mars. They change everything we believe about life in this universe. It started with a signal nobody could explain. The European Space Agency's Mars Express spacecraft, orbiting the red planet for over 2 decades, was bouncing radar pulses off the Martian surface. Scientists were expecting the usual returns: ice, rock, frozen soil, nothing new. But then, something unusual came back. A radar reflection so bright, so intense, that the instruments nearly flagged it as an error. Something down there was bouncing that signal back with almost perfect clarity. And when the team ran the analysis, the only material that could produce a reflection like that was liquid water. Buried beneath 1.5 kilometers of solid ice, in complete darkness, under crushing pressure, on a planet with an average temperature of -60 degrees Celsius. Liquid water on Mars. But here's where it gets even more interesting, because the first question every scientist asked was, how? Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, we all know that. So how is liquid water surviving on a planet where temperatures drop to -120 degrees on a winter night? The answer comes in 2 parts, and both of them are extraordinary. First, salt, but not the kind you put on your fries. The water beneath the Martian ice caps is believed to be so heavily saturated with magnesium perchlorate and calcium perchlorate salts that its freezing point drops dramatically. We're talking about a brine so extreme that it remains liquid at temperatures that would instantly freeze any water we know on Earth. Think about how we salt roads in winter to stop ice forming. Now multiply that by 1,000. That's what Mars did, naturally, underground. Then, both of them are extraordinary. Mars was supposed to be geologically dead. No active volcanoes, no tectonic movement, a cold, quiet, finished planet. Except, it's not. Data suggests that beneath the southern polar region, residual geothermal heat from Mars's ancient volcanic past is still radiating upward through the crust. Not enough to create eruptions, not enough to crack the surface, but just enough, combined with the pressure of 1.5 kilometers of ice pressing down from above, to keep that water from freezing solid. Scientists call it subglacial friction heating, the same phenomenon that keeps water liquid beneath Antarctica's ice sheets on Earth. Mars borrowed a page from Earth's own playbook, and it's been running this system in secret for potentially millions of years. Now here's where planetary scientists are losing their minds, because this discovery doesn't just add a footnote to our Mars knowledge, it demolishes the foundation. For 30 years, the accepted model was simple. Mars lost its magnetic field, its atmosphere bled away into space, its surface water evaporated or froze, and the planet slowly, steadily cooled to nothing. Dead in 3 billion years. Case closed. But if geothermal heat is still active enough to maintain liquid water today, then Mars never fully died. It just went underground. And that rewrites every timeline we have. It means the internal heat budget of Mars was completely miscalculated. It means the planet has been thermally active far longer than any model predicted. It means we were wrong. Fundamentally, completely wrong. And in science, being completely wrong about something this big is actually the most exciting thing that can happen, because it means the real answer is still out there, waiting. Now let's talk about the question that nobody can stop thinking about. Dramatic pause. Life. On Earth, we have discovered living organisms in places that should be completely impossible for life. Boiling hydrothermal vents at the bottom of the ocean, frozen Antarctic lakes buried under 4 kilometers of ice, in acidic pools with pH levels near zero, in the driest deserts on the planet. We call them extremophiles, life forms that don't just survive in extreme conditions, they thrive in them. Now, look at what we have beneath the Martian ice caps. Liquid water? Check. Mineral-rich brine providing chemical energy? Check. Geothermal heat providing a consistent energy source? Check. Protected from deadly surface radiation by kilometers of ice? Check. Stable pressurized environment? Check. That is not a dead environment. That is a habitat. Whether anything lives in it right now, we don't know. But for the first time in human history, we can say with scientific credibility that it could. So what happens now? Space agencies around the world are already redesigning the search. The next generation of Mars missions will carry ice-penetrating radar systems 10 times more powerful than Mars Express. There are proposals, serious, funded proposals, for robotic probes that could drill through Martian polar ice and deploy miniature submarines into subglacial lakes, not to look at rocks, not to analyze soil samples, to look for life. In real time, in liquid Martian water. We are closer to that moment than most people realize. Mars was never dead. It was just hiding. And beneath 1.5 kilometers of ancient ice, in total darkness, in water saltier than any ocean on Earth, the most important discovery in human history might be waiting. The question was never, is there water on Mars? The question is, what is living in it? If this blew your mind even a little, hit subscribe because we go this deep every week. Drop a comment below. Do you think microbial life exists in these Martian lakes? And share this with one person who still thinks Mars is boring. They need to see this.